50 cents. That's how much more per pound a Midwest family paid for chicken breast between March and August of 2022. The grocery store didn't set that price, neither did the farmer. Between the grain field and the checkout line sits a secret grain giant called Cargill, the largest private company in America with $177 billion in yearly revenue. Most shoppers have never heard its name, and that invisibility is worth billions. The government tracks grocery costs using a tool called the Food at Home Consumer Price Index. This index acts like a virtual shopping basket filled with the everyday food an average household buys to eat at home. Between 2021 and 2024, the cost of this virtual basket jumped by roughly 12%, squeezing family budgets across the country. Trend lines from the Department of Agriculture show that this financial pressure lasted long after the first shocks of the pandemic settled. In the Midwest, one grocery store manager reported that customers still ask why a loaf of bread that used to cost $2 now costs $2.30. Cashiers tell them the cause is global grain prices. But as grocery bills remain high, a bigger question arises: is the standard explanation of bad weather and foreign wars too simple to explain what is happening to the household budget? The standard explanation blames a familiar trio: bad weather, foreign war, and general inflation, but the official calendar tells a different story. The United Nations Food Price Index tracked a massive global surge, peaking at 127.4 points in March 2021. That record spike happened nearly a full year before the war in Ukraine even began. Financial reports from Reuters and the Financial Times reveal the real timeline. Deep shipping bottlenecks, massive port congestion, and tight crop supplies were already squeezing the global market. The price hikes were already locked in. To understand why grocery bills went up, look past the common headlines. The timing points to something else: the hidden machinery that controls how global grain prices are set. To understand this global system, follow the path of a single kernel of corn. The journey starts at merchant trading desks. These are physical offices where buyers and sellers trade actual crops and futures. A future is simply a financial agreement to lock in a price ahead of time. These prices are set on exchanges, which send signals to the rest of the market. Next come grain elevators, which are giant silos that store the crops. From there, grain moves to terminals, which are the loading zones next to rivers or oceans. In this system, space is power. Whoever controls the storage space and the loading windows decides who gets to ship their grain first and who waits. The physical bottleneck is tight. The United States Army Corps of Engineers reports that Mississippi River terminals and Gulf Coast ports handle over 60% of all American grain exports. The Department of Agriculture also reports that just 5 elevator operators control about 45% of all domestic storage. A few large players hold the keys to the entire global flow. At the center of this tight network sits a single giant. This is Cargill. Most shoppers have never heard of it, but Forbes ranks Cargill as the largest privately held company in the United States. It is a shadow giant. In 2020, the company stopped publishing quarterly financial reports to the public, shielding its inner workings. Yet annual figures reveal its massive scale. Reuters and Forbes reported that Cargill's revenue jumped from $134.4 billion in fiscal year 2021 to a record $177 billion in fiscal year 2023. During these same years of rising grocery bills, the company's profits spiked. Bloomberg reported that Cargill brought in nearly $5 billion in net income in 2021. In 2022, that profit hit an all-time record of $6.68 billion, before dropping to $3.81 billion in 2023. Forbes estimates that Cargill controls about 25% of all United States grain and oilseed exports. Globally, separate industry estimates from Farm Action and SOMO place the broader grain trading market share of Cargill and just 3 other giants at 70 to 90%. Every dollar of this cash flow traces a direct line from global trading desks to your local supermarket checkout. During the first half of 2022, USDA data tracked intense price pressure on corn and soybean feed. Upstream, traders reacted to these global signals, adjusting shipping and storage logistics to protect their margins. This squeezed wholesale food networks. By August, the shock hit the meat aisle. Reuters reported that Midwest retail chicken breast prices rose by about 50 cents per pound from March to August 2022. At the checkout line, shoppers only see the higher price tag. They never see the hidden market power that decided that number months before. Today, grocery prices remain high. But the real power shapes costs long before the checkout lane. Until that changes, shoppers keep paying. Share your thoughts below.